How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. So, today I have an unboxing, as you can tell, and a pretty cool one at that. And of course, if you read the thumbnail, the title, it's a PS1, a boxed PS1 that I got for really cheap. It's not sealed or anything, because admittedly that would be very expensive. Just a PS1. I've been looking into the console and collecting for it, so I thought I might as well get one, even though it probably would have just been easier to get a PS2 because it comes with the PS2 is inherently backwards compatible with the PS1, so you can play all the games on that. But yeah, ultimately, I wanted to get the original console, the nostalgia for it, and yeah, it's honestly got one of the best libraries in gaming. Not even joking. It might even be the greatest library. But yeah, we have the console here. So without further ado, let's check it out. All right. So let's open this bad boy up. And yeah, again, got it off of eBay. It was on auction. Ended up winning it for $46. So with shipping and everything, I paid just 50, like 50 and some change. So honestly, a great deal, all things considered. Okay, yeah, okay, that's the console itself. And let me, okay, this is the box and packaging. So, we can find the opening. Okay, there we go. As I said, an original PlayStation 1 DualShock, even though, funny enough, it's the, oh no, it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so this was a later release with the DualShock that had the, of course, the controller with the two analog sticks, which, funny enough, the listing does not bring. Probably why it was so cheap. It brings a standard, like the original controller, which I'll show you guys. Of course, it originally brought a demo disc, which also does not bring. As you can see, as I said, the box is in, it's seen better days. Okay, well, that's accurate. And yeah, of course, you get the console itself, the original PSX. It is a later version, which we'll talk about and I'll show you guys. Again, one of the main reasons why I got it. And of course, the back with all the different titles available, right? And of course, in English, just, if you want to pause, take a read about it. It's in French. The bottom. Still really cool. Nice and compact box. And you have some games on here that, of course, go on to be, legendary. Some fantastic games. And stay tuned for an unboxing of some, and maybe some of these on here will be there. But, of course, we're here to actually see what is inside. Oh, and speak of the devil, let's just put it to the side for a second. As I said, advertised it's a later controller with the two analogs, but in the listing, again, so it was like I knew it was coming with this, was the original one with no analog, so it resembled like the Super Nintendo controller a lot more. Did have the two left and right bumpers, of course your standard 4-button D-pad, start, select. But yeah, later on the of course they'd adapt it So not a big deal. Of course, you can find controllers for dirt cheap online or at like secondhand stores. So I'm not even mad. We'll definitely be picking up that stuff. Here, actually, forget if it comes out. Okay. The other piece got stuck. We'll keep it there for safety. And then, of course, you have your standard AV cables, right? And your other, I believe those are audio picture, and this is the power cord, which again, pretty standard for the time. And of course, the console itself, which you get rid of the styrofoam. You can take a look at it. It is a little bit dirty. Of course, there you have it, the original PSX. It was only 2-player, but they do sell the multi-tap accessory, which I believe goes up to 4. I'm not sure if there are some that go even more. And again, the console itself, as you can see, the information. Oh, but what I was talking about here is that, so in very original releases of the PSX, right? Because the PS1 was that white, that like smaller, more compact version that came out in like 2000, same year as the PS2. In the very original releases, there was like a out input for these, but here, so I believe it was like it had that. This version still has this. It's like a port. It's sorry for the. I don't know if I could open it. At least I don't want to break it, but it's like an extra port that even later models get rid of. But again, this was the DualShock version, so it got rid of the 3AV. I believe it was specifically for music. It was if at the time, it was again, Sony was, this was their first time getting into the video game space. Sony as a company was known a lot for like their sound systems. Of course, this console was the one that popularized compact disc, CDs, right? That now all games, are essentially Blu-rays, but you get it. It made the transition from cartridge to disc-based games. Not the first console, but the one that popularized it. And yeah, so back then, it used to be 3 like of those, but for sound, I believe it was like you hook it up to your sound system. Because again, the console itself brings a really great music chip for the time. Yeah, but I'm glad it is a later version, because in earlier versions, I believe the laser of the console would have a problem running like FMVs, right? Like the full motion videos, and it even skipped them possibly. So it's a console that constantly got updated, so later versions are better just for more durability, right? But again, we have it here. I can show you guys. It does bring a lot of the other stuff that, would come with it, which we'll show you guys here. Like here we have a little, I don't know if it's like a man. Oh, okay, it's like a preview. And, oh, okay, yeah. So it's like a little preview booklet, right? Get you to, oh, there we go. The multi-tap. Oh, it is 4-player. Yeah. Oh, with up to 8 friends with 2 multi-taps. Oh, I get it. So you could ideally connect one, right? And have a connection just like a controller here. Damn, see, there are 8-player games? That's crazy. I wonder, I'd have to check what games like allow for more than 4. Cause, another thing why I was saying this possibly has the greatest library of all time. Oh, Armored Core is a good one. It's an expensive game now. Of course, 6 just came out. Oh, Spawn the Eternal. Oh my gosh. It's not a great game, but just so many like Crash Bandicoot, can't go wrong. Paparappa, the Rapper. Final Course, arguably one of the greatest video games of all time. Funny enough, crazy, I'm playing it for the first time right now on the Xbox One. Not the remake, of course, that's only on PlayStation for now, rumored, hopefully coming to Xbox, but the original, right? It was released like back in 2019. I'm playing through it and honestly having a blast. But yeah, the console in its lifetime, including all parts of the world, had over almost 8,000 games. It is the second highest of any console ever. I don't know what first is. Probably the PS2, if I had to guess. But yeah, the PlayStation 1 all worldwide had like 7,900 something games. In the US alone, we are more than half at close to 4,000. So to go for a complete collection of, let's say, just the US, right, is insane. And then again, going worldwide, even crazier. It's like one that, like, someone that did it is like, oh my God, you know, the time and money. Of course, your little warranty if you want to pause, read it, all the languages. But yeah, so the library is vast, and so many banger games that came out for it. Like, again, we were looking at Final Fantasy VII. Of course, you have like the Crash series. And then you have underrated gems. Like, one I always thought of was Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen. Of course, is on the PlayStation 1. Again, all these, like, advertisements and things like that. See, even got an offer here. Get a new demo disc every month. And again, official US PlayStation. I don't know. I kind of miss those days of demo disc and just cool stuff like this that obviously as we get closer to an all digital age just isn't really there. Of course, you have the manual and, you know, tells you everything. I won't go through all the pages because, of course, this is all the boring stuff. Just tells you about it all. So just skip. But yeah, you get it. I mean, it's a manual. I mean, what is there to get? And then a cool little become a PlayStation Underground member. Special offers. Merchandise. Yeah, just, again, the 90s, right? Cool stuff there. I wonder if those are out there. Or if that counts as, like, to get your complete collection, you have to get the underground disc. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, just all the stuff, of course, you could call. By this time, I believe, website, yeah. The internet, of course, was in its infancy. But yeah, guys, again, a PS1 console. I mean, not much to say. Had to test it if it works and all that. But again, to get a whole box version with all that history for basically $50, I was like, doesn't hurt. And I could always just buy a DualShock, so have it be complete, if you will. But yeah, guys, just a cool little look at the past. And with that, let's get to the end recap. But yeah, guys, what did you think? As I said, a box copy of an original PlayStation. Again, I just love this sort of thing. The fact that I got it for really cheap, too. The condition of the box doesn't bother me because, I mean, I can only imagine what a new inbox or imagine a sealed, never open copy would go for, right? It'd be insane, just crazy expensive. So, nonetheless, I'm very excited for, you know, the console. Of course, I had to check if it works, all that, clean it out. It was a little dirty. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's a console, the 5th generation, I'm very nostalgic for, more for the N64, all things considered, but looking into the PlayStation 1 is just like, yeah, it really, of course, it was, that era was like 3D, right? First coming out into the console space. So it was just really cool to see. I mean, of course, growing up too, I had friends that had a PS1, so again, it's just very nostalgic. Like whether it be Castlevania Symphony of the Night or even a game as little as like Blaster Master. It's just it's you know, a lot of good memories, and again, I hope to make many more. Just so many cool games. The library is so vast that it really covers everything, like all genres. And yeah, many hidden gems, many rare and expensive games. But slowly but surely, I want to build a collection and hopefully one day just have a really cool one. I won't go as far as to say anything complete because that's insane. Just seeing those numbers, like how many. But another thing that I find very appealing about the console is just the jewel cases and just how, of course, they're smaller, so you take up less space and you could have more of them. So win-win. But yeah, guys, boxed PS1. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And coming up shortly, I should have an unboxing video of some games, because ultimately, what is a console without games? So it should be out probably next week. Just, of course, if mailing goes well, and of course, waiting for all the games to arrive before I show them to everyone. But yeah, so that'll be a good one. Check it out. Got some heavy hitters in the terms of like all-time classics, but also some maybe more obscure. I won't say rare or anything like that, but you know, got some staples, some hidden gems, and yeah, it'll be a cool little video. So be on the lookout for that. But with that, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, I try to make at least a video a week. You know, sometimes two, but try to keep it once a week, right? At the very minimum. But yeah, with that, I've been your host, Oxley. Thank you for watching. And yeah, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And until next time, take care.